Hello. Pastor Fred, your host of the podcast, the TLT podcast. I am your host, but I am not alone. I am here with
Matthew
and
Eliza. Can you see us here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And we are gonna begin a interview process for the 5 areas, or actually I think 6 areas for what
It's
team leader.
five main groups and one subgroup. We have not discussed what the other subgroups for the other groups might potentially be.
Very
But
nice.
that's something that we're going to be discussing in the future.
That's right.
In the future. Do you want me to introduce the groups?
Yeah, in just a second. Let's get started.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is ask you guys some questions. But before we do, like you said, we're going to be talking about categories, right? What we have is our Pathfinder group, which a lot of our young people have graduated into this thing we call TLT, which stands for, it's an acronym for
Teenage
Teen
Teenage Leadership Training.
Exactly. And so what does that look like? Yeah. Oh yeah, that was good. That was so good. Yeah. And so for a very long time, what has happened in this church is we've had a group that does Pathfinders, and then we have a group that does youth group. Like you get together, you have worship and all that stuff. But the thing is that both of them should be operating together.
Yeah.
And in it shouldn't just be the adults doing everything. It should be you guys that are actually leading. So I'm going to ask you to lead right now, Vashti, and I'm going to ask you to share with our viewers the areas that we're going to be interviewing for today.
Okay. So I did not memorize all of the groups, so I'm just going to be looking at the side.
That's perfect. Yeah,
yes. So
absolutely.
We have, for the first one, that from 1 to 5, it's activities. So basically they're going to be in charge of putting stuff together for activities like sports or community engagement. Community outreach is one of the subgroups for activities. And then the second big main group is admin. Basically, they're the ones planning. They're the ones in charge of the calendar, what event would be best suited for this. Like, for example, for a sports event, the admin is going to have to check if is the weather okay for this day? Or what if it's going to be raining? They're going to have to check ahead of time to make sure that everything is, check in order. Now, for records, attendance, and texting, they're the ones going to be in charge of hey, are you going to come to this party? Or, are you going to come to this event? Because we're going to be taking attendance and we're going to give everybody an assignment of who's going to bring what or who's going to bring food or whatever.
Yeah, some head counts and stuff like that.
And then next is counseling. There's the ones in charge of team connection and connection. Team engagement connection. I got this.
Nice.
And then lastly, special ops, which none other than our lovely Pastor Fred is going to be the one handling that.
Yes.
And then last but not least is teaching, which is basically mentoring or giving lessons. Is that what you meant earlier? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be anything from like you said, mentoring or something that the group could learn together,
Yes.
Like I think last year, didn't you guys go on a trip to Oklahoma? I don't know if you went on that trip, but
I don't think I was there.
You didn't go there. Well,
when was this? When was that?
I think it was before you left, but a group of them went to Oklahoma because they were doing an honor, but it was like they did it together.
I don't think I was there.
Yeah, and I don't remember. It was for a bunch of animals, like taxidermy and plants. And
that was
like
probably
that.
for the Pathfinder then.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're getting off track.
Hey, that's all right. But that's kind of the idea of when we talk about teaching, right? So learning something together as a group. So with that being said, I'm going to just go around the room. We're trying to figure out what area you believe you fit in out of those different categories. So I'm going to start with you, Matthew, and then I'm just going to ask you each the question. Let's start with number 1. So we're talking about core leadership questions. So Matthew, describe a time when you had a strict deadline for a school, a club, or a community project, and how did you get it done? I'll repeat it again. Describe a time when you had a deadline. You're I got to get this done. It could have been a project at school or something that you had to do in the community or just something in a club or something. Think about that for a second. I'm going to ask you another question as well, Vashti. I'm just going to go down. Share an experience.
They don't know I don't tell them. Don't tell them. They don't need to know that.
Y'all don't need to know that. Should I call you your other alias, your other name?
Elias.
Yeah. Would you prefer that?
Yes. Please.
Eliza.
Yes.
So strike the other name from your memory. So
yes. We're going to pull up a Men in Black kind of thing. We're going
to it's just done. So Eliza, here's your question. Share an experience where you worked closely with others without adults constantly checking in.
Ooh.
What kept you motivated? Because sometimes in these groups, responsibility isn't just handed over. I think where you come from, I think that in the Philippines, that they do hand the keys over to you guys.
They
to
definitely
lead.
do, yeah.
Like leadership is not a foreign, strange thing. It's something you guys want to do. So with that, here's the question again. Share an experience where you worked closely with others without adults constantly checking in. And what was it that kept you motivated? If it wasn't them watching you and saying, do this, do that, what kept you motivated?
Well, I guess one instance I could recall from memory is when we were doing we were covering an event for our school in the media team. I'm the main photographer for our media team. So I'm the one in charge of telling people, okay, you got to go there. You got to be in this position. You got to take a picture of, you got to take this amount of pictures of this amount of people, this specific group of people. And they got to be this kind of picture. They got to be this stance. And you got to send this, when, that kind of stuff. And I would say that there wasn't much adult interaction. There wasn't many adults saying that what to do, what we're supposed to do. It's mostly us to have to take action for that stuff. Because I remember when we were voting during the first 2 days of school, it was like club day kind of, and then all of the clubs, they were people were getting sorted into different clubs, and our team, the media team, we were discussing okay, who's going to be this, who's going to be that. There were only a few coordinators there. They're teachers, and they're the ones that we're orchestrating that part. But from what I remember from then on, they didn't have any they didn't partake in anything that we did, honestly. There was only one specific teacher that really helped us in that aspect. His name is Sir Kari.
Oh. Shout out to Sir Kari.
Sir Kari Hemeros. I love him. He's one of my favorite teachers, actually.
Nice.
Yes. And I love him so much. He's very comfortable to be around, basically. And so I would say that I do have a lot of experience with working with people my age without any adult guidance. I still have trouble leading people and stuff like that. It's not something that I would say that is the best thing in my skills, but I want to be able to get more experience in that aspect.
Good answer. Yeah.
And probably one of the biggest thing that motivated me during working with other people my age without that much adult guidance is probably the fact that just watching everything come together so well, and just being able to work with other people my age, and it's very fulfilling being able to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
there's just something that makes you happy seeing everything work out so well, and then having seen the people who are experiencing the event themselves being happy and having a fun time. So I think that's the one thing that motivates me when I do stuff like this. Yeah,
I appreciate that. I'm gonna circle around back to you, Matthew. These are just general. I'm going to see if this one speaks to you a little more. Okay. How do you communicate when planning an activity or giving instructions to others? Do you have a younger brother or sister? Okay. Have you ever had to tell them to do something?
Yeah.
What's your approach? How do you do that?
So my mom tells me to tell Sophie to clean up her room. Okay. So I go to tell Sophie. I just say, Sophie, mom said clean your room.
Okay.
Do you do it gently? Do you sternly? You got to. No.
Yeah. Exactly.
Stuff like that.
Oh no, just how I said it here.
So that's already one approach, right? If we were to plan activities to go out and do something in the community or just together, where would you want to go and what would you like to do if we were to dream a little bit? This is kind of what Matthew, so something fun, and then something that is, which community things are fun as well, but something you could see yourself doing, because it has to do with doing things together as a group, but then also reaching out to our community. So I want you to be thinking of that as well. That will be our closing, question. I want you to dream a little bit, because I'm going to be sending this out to others that we put on our list, because we're going to need some help from those of you.
Yes, please. We desperately need it. There's only 3 of us here right now. Please, I'm begging you. Seriously.
Yeah. Come on in. Yeah. So
we are open.
We are open. That's right. And so with that being said,
to hire.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really what we're doing.
If this is going to be going off longer, I'm going to need to ask you for like a little bit of money.
Oh, she's trying to get paid. Okay. I see.
I'm joking, but I seriously need to get a job.
It's a part-time job. Oh, I hear you on that. You know what? We got to find you a job. That's another part of it as well. Yeah.
If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears.
You're all ears for that? Okay. So let's say we're building this team right now. We've got people on the list.
Yes.
And we were to pick an activity, something like a big activity, of course, like the once a year trip. Okay. So I want you to think of that. Then I want you to think of something that we could do maybe like once a month or something like that. And then just like little things, so we go from big to little. Where would it be? If it was a big once a year, what would be a place you would like to go? Say money is not an issue. Let's just say that money was not an issue. Anywhere you wanted. Like if you just dream a little bit here. We'll get realistic later. But if you could take our team somewhere, where would you go?
Very good. Thank you for that answer. Thank you for that wonderful question.
Yes.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, my brain is frying. The lack of sleep is catching up on me.
It's catching up to all of us. Yes.
Yes, but immediately when you said without having to worry about money, I instantly thought definitely the Philippines.
Really?
It's my home country. I would love for just anyone that it's just something unique about experiencing a different culture. There's just something so rich and just so amazing about it, like seeing how the world is on a different side of the continent. It's just really nice because it does depend on where we go to.
Yeah.
But I would definitely love to just experiencing new things with us, people I'm comfortable with. And I do say this because I miss my friends there to absolute death. I miss my guy best friend so much. Yeah. Shout out to him. He's probably. I actually might send this to him.
Hey, we're sending
Gino,
this to you.
I'm watching you. Okay, if you do watch this, I will send this to you. Okay, Gino, I'm watching.
Gino, and who is the other young lady that? She follows me on Instagram. She's usually in the video.
Jewel. That is my girly. My girly. I will send this to you too. If this man sends me the link, I will send this.
I will send this immediately. I will
shout out to Jewel and Gino. They're my besties.
Yeah.
My besties.
So if we were to go to the Philippines, right, we'd have to figure out how much the cost would be when we would go. How much is a plane ticket over there?
It depends on which airline you go to on the day. There's a whole bunch of factors to it.
Okay.
But I would say the cheapest that you could probably go is to, I think my mother said that my sisters were like 900 at least.
Okay.
900, yeah, for both of us.
For both.
No, 900 for, and then it was like I think 8,000. 1,800.
Oh, 1,800 for both of you. Okay. No, that's perfectly fine. So if we were to plan, especially to meet I don't know I know you guys have Pathfinders there. I don't know if you have a TLT program there.
No, actually, it's like we have a program. We have a group there, but it's very, very similar to this. Yeah. It's like a youth thing. It's basically the same thing, really.
Okay,
they go on ventures. Actually, I went to a mountain area. I went to a resort with a pool. Ooh. So nice, so peaceful. I actually have pictures if you want to see it later.
Yeah, I would. Okay, so there it is. That's good. Philippines. Okay, yes. So that's on the list, and I'm asking those of you who are watching this to think just like that, outside the box. A once a year trip. That's right.
We're all millionaires with mansions and nice cars.
We're filthy rich and we have the money and we're doing this. So now give me something like activities, like once a month activities, because these ideas we're going to be feeding to this guy because he's a part.
So you're listening, bro.
Activities director. So yeah, him and Evan, this is for you as well. So what would you say monthly? Say if we were to get together monthly, what would that look like? Would we go out? Would we stay together? Would we get in our jammies and watch a movie with popcorn?
That would actually really nice. I like that.
You like that? Okay. Do a lock-in, or something? I don't know.
I think we would probably since if it depends on how big the group is, because everybody has different tastes and like that. Everybody has different things they want to do, whether they want to stay in, watch some like really nice Christian movie, or just go out and interact with the people and just have a really fun time. I feel like if we're gonna have like a really big group, especially with the people that are coming on the board,
absolutely,
we probably have to vote on it.
Okay.
Or get suggestions from other people, and then try to come up with a way to combine that and kind of in a way, yeah.
I like it. If you were to give one thing, this is just so we can put it in the pot because you're right. Oh, yeah. We'll go to each one. It's like
my apologies.
No, that's good. No, you're right though. We will need to collect your thoughts, and so be thinking of it, Eliza. I like how you look at him. You're like,
no, watching you.
Yeah, we're watching you. what would you say? One event, a once a month event, pick something. What would you do? What would you do for the group? What would you share?
Can I be biased?
You can be very biased, yes.
I would love to like do like some sort of baking or cooking. Like
Really?
not just like actually baking and cooking with ingredients, not just like getting like a pre-baked something like that. That would be really nice. I love baking and cooking.
So are you catching this?
We're all gonna pick. We're all gonna vote on a like. There's gonna have to be like a soup or like a main dish and then like some sort of dessert.
Yes.
And then we're all gonna like have to pitch in with the ingredients. Like we're gonna send a list of like I would say like the admin will be the one to send the list of ingredients, and then the other people they're gonna have to choose what they would want to bring, and then they have to buy it, and then they have to bring it, and then we have to cook it. Ooh. And then we're going to eat it, and we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, okay, that's phenomenal.
Yes.
What do you think about this?
We get to eat.
I know, that's the part.
The food is the best thing.
I'm excited about that. That's fantastic.
The best thing to lure people in, convince them that there's food. There's going to be food, guys.
There's going to be food.
There's going to be food, so you better come.
There's going to be food. And if
do you want to go hungry? Huh? Do you want to go hungry?
If you've ever had her food, like her family, at one time, I think it was one Sabbath, you guys cooked.
It was lumpia.
Those noodles, they were so good.
Lumpia and pancit canton. Actually, if you ever catch my sister calling me canton, don't ask about it. It's like actually, can I?
Please do.
Okay, so side story.
I like that side quest. Yeah.
So, since I was younger, I have really curly hair, you know. And in the Philippines, we have this dish called pancit canton, short canton. Oh, whenever like my sister's nickname for me is canton because it's like it mimics kind of like what my hair looks like.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I was thinking that.
But yes, food is good. Food is good.
Food is good. Yes. Okay, dream with me. Once a year activity. What's it going to be? Like, what's our big event? She's taking us to the Philippines. Yeah. Where are you taking us?
Private jet.
Yeah, private jet. Where are we headed? Anywhere in the world.
Last time we had a meeting, you mentioned what's it called, the Ark Encounter or something?
Okay, in Kentucky, the Ark Encounter, to see the life-sized reconstruction of what the Ark would have been to scale.
Wow.
In Kentucky.
I feel like that would be so sick.
That would be
so cool.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like giving a tour and everything.
Yeah. I feel like your trip plus your trip would actually work. Yours would be like a 2-year plan, maybe. Mm-hmm. Yours would be like a 1-year plan. And then what if you were to say something once a month? Oh, you got an idea.
It correlates to money wise, but I do, you do. You guys can finish.
Okay. I want to hear this. So what would you say a monthly activity? Give me something. We got a cooking activity. What would you say?
And baking too.
Any type of sport.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Definitely, yeah.
Or if like people just want to kind of
get off some steam, a lot of energy.
Yeah.
If people don't really want to sweat, like I said last time, mini golf, it's kind of
fun.
fun.
Mini golf is too.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I've only done it once, but it seems fun.
We should give it a try. So that's all the time we have right now. We have run out of time, but I'm gonna turn on our music to land the plane. Any last words before we close today's episode?
Okay, so what I was mentioning earlier, money-wise, what we did in our classroom, this is a very common thing to hear in the Philippines. Like, there's like a monthly or like a weekly payment of like, in the Philippines, like I would say like 15 pesos is like barely $1. It's like just like very like small amount. But we would pay 15 pesos to our secretary. I think it's I forgot. Oh my gosh, how did I forget already? But
like
yeah, we would secretary kind of
treasurer.
Yes, treasurer.
Yeah.
So we would give 15. We would give 15 pesos to our treasurer every week. That way we could save up for the end of the year party. So we could implement a similar strategy to this. Yeah. So like we could ask people to give like maybe like $10 a month.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because guys, if you are going to commit to this, or if you're going to join this group. Or the least you could do is, if you can't like join or you can't like give any like, for example, the directors stuff we have up here, the different departments. If you don't have many skills in that area, that's okay. We don't judge for that people like that. Some people don't have many skills like that, or they need experience, or they need to grow in that kind of aspect. That's okay. What other things that you guys could also help is like with the money wise, with like because although I hate the fact that I need to admit this, money is a huge aspect when it comes to planning events and stuff. What if I feel like we also need to implement it too? If we're gonna be planning a lot of stuff, we should have like at least a budget that we can like. It's just small. It doesn't have to be that big.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And this is the kind of stuff we need. And so, any final words before we close today? Okay, here it comes, guys. The closing music.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We made it to the end of episode 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining me and Sister Eliza and Matthew
Yes, thank you very much for having us.
That's all for now. Thanks for having us. We will see you next time.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.